Why am I so nervous right now? What is up, family? I have no words. I have no words. I don't even know where I've been. Actually, I do know where I've been. I've been out getting pregnant, being pregnant, having a baby, and now being a whole mother throughout this time that I've not been on YouTube. And I have thought of you all, every single day of this whole experience. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Give me 1 second. I feel better. No, for real, friends, I cannot believe how time flies so quickly. My baby is 5 months old. 5 months old. Like, I just thinking about it, and that word coming out of my mouth is actually like, it's unbelievable. I can't even really fathom how much time has passed. And then it just feels like so short too, because she just got here. She's still little, but she's gonna be 6 months in like a few weeks. And I'm like, what in the world? And first of all, if you're new here, if this is the first time you're ever seeing me, my name is MichelleAna, and I want to welcome you to my channel. I haven't been here for a while. Call it maternity leave, call it pregnancy leave, call it whatever you want to call it. It's what I took for myself. I've been doing YouTube for quite some time, and occasionally I would take breaks here and there, but this is the longest that I've been away from YouTube. And to be quite honest with you, nothing is perfect about this setup. The light is lighting. Look, I got bright here, low light here. I don't know what's happening. Got laundry in the back, got a mess happening here. I got some baby stuff that's sterilizing in the back in my baby bronzer thing. I'm out of breath, okay? I haven't done this in a long time, but I kept saying to myself, I want to get back on YouTube. You know, I want to feel normal again. I want to feel like my old self again. And to be honest with you, one, there is no perfect timing to jump back into what you know that you're called to do. There's just no perfect timing. You just have to jump in, especially if you feel the pull to do such thing, right? Whatever that thing is that you feel passionate about, that you feel like so like eager to do, stop trying to plan stuff, like, for real. And I'm talking to myself when I tell you that, but it's like I was trying to make sure it was the right timing, make sure the baby is napping, make sure that, like, you know, I had my makeup on, and it's like, honey, when did it ever give that? My channel always gave just authentic and me, and I sometimes, you know, the word authentic is just thrown so many every which way that it's like, okay, what is authenticity really these days? But I really mean that. And it's like, this is just my life right now, and I know that I feel like it has been a pause for quite some time, but I was literally becoming who I am now. And two, as far as like going back to who I was, I will never be her. And that took me a little bit to really like grasp in my mind, and I wasn't ready to let go of her. But you know, you get married, or you get into a relationship, you get married or engaged, you get married, you know, you spend some time together, you have a child, and it's like, you don't realize that before that time, it's like all this time is really about you. It's about you. It's about your partner, your spouse, your husband. It's about serving the people of God, right? Serving the church, like giving your time to your friends, your family, and all this stuff. Then when you have a baby, that thing is all about your kids, right? Like, it's literally about serving your family, your husband, your family, like literally. And so for me, I needed that to click in my mind, because I kept saying like, oh, like, I can't wait to feel myself again. And it's like, no, like, I think I was literally, hold on. I don't want to cry about it, because I've cried a lot about it. So I got to catch myself, because I will boo-hoo right here, you and I, right here, right now. But it's like, you almost like grieve a version of yourself that you didn't even know you had to let go of. And then you don't even really realize it until you're unrecognizable to yourself. And you're just like looking in the mirror, and you're a mom now, and you're like, wait, I'm a mom? Like, what does that even look like? What does that even mean? And then there are all these beautiful, like, fresh revelations of the love of the Father towards you, because there's nothing I could really give Abba Father that he hasn't given me more of. Like, he's asking for our surrender. And the thing is that, like, when I look at my daughter, I don't expect anything from her. She's not giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I am giving to, my husband and I are giving to her all that she needs and all that she asks for, because she needs nourishment. She needs love. She needs us. She's 1000% dependent on us, right? And then to further that, I decided to nurse. Which is a whole nother journey in and of itself. I'm like, I didn't even think that that was going to be my journey, because I had no expectations. I said, listen, it's going to give whatever I give, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to put that pressure on myself, because I feel like so many times, like, I've heard of other mothers and women go into motherhood with one expectation, and it's like you end up like really drilling that in your heart. But then, like, what if it doesn't work out that way, right? And 9 times out of 10, honey, it's not going to really be the way that you planned it to be. And so here I am. I was like, listen, I'm not exclusively doing nothing. I'm going to decide once we are in it. And honey, my baby said, I am latching right as soon as I get out of the womb. I am ready to go. And so I wanted to do this video. It's not a vlog. It's just me sitting down in my imperfect sala living room that is a mess, and I need to clean it up. But I needed to do this. I said, you know what? Like, it's time to hop back in. But with that being said, this is a whole new vibe. This is a whole new MichelleAna. I want to ask you guys and make the invitation to you guys in the comment section. Like, what do you guys want to see in this channel, right? Like, do you want to see more sit down topic videos? Do you want to see mommy vlogs? Do you want to see just womanhood? Do you want to see, like, what do you want to see? What would you find most beneficial for you and your journey for me to serve you in? Because I'm ready to do that. And obviously within a reasonable time frame, because child, you know, my time is limited. So thank God that, like, now I kind of have my nights back. I can kind of just go ahead and put the baby down and edit, kind of like vlog throughout the day or do sit down videos, like this. It is what it is. I'm talking really fast because I'm on borrowed time, okay? That's what it is right now. And so I have a whole new respect, love, honor toward parents, specifically mothers, okay? Because what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, motherhood is wild, because it is a bunch of serving, and then the reward is really in the serving. Like, the reward is really in the I don't want to say doing, but loving on your family. And it's a selfless life, really. It's a selfless act to be able to partake in this journey. And I'm so grateful. I'm thankful that the prayers really were answered. And I was sitting in my I don't even know how many times I sat in my baby's room, and I'm looking around and I'm like, man, like, I can't believe this is my life. I have an incredible man of God who loves me endlessly. I have a beautiful daughter whom I love unconditionally. You know, we have a great home. Like, the Lord has delivered, the Lord has healed. We have arrived to a place of, like, I don't know, like, we haven't arrived, right? Like, we're not, like, you know what I'm saying, perfect. But, like, for me, it's so beautiful to see where I was and where I am now, and also where I'm going, because there's so much that I want to learn. There's so much that I need to learn. There's so much that, like, I have left to learn. Like, I'm not done yet here. And so I just want to give myself to motherhood. I want to give myself to being a servant leader. I want to give myself to being love, representing love. And as I look back, I'm like, I think about the journals that I filled up with tears and with words that were just, like, so filled with so much sadness and little hope, right? Little faith. Like, there was still some sort of hope. There was still some sort of faith in there that I had. And it was really from the revelation of who God is, who Jesus is in my life, and theologically, right? Because logistically and practically, in my life, especially in my 20s, like mid 20s there, it wasn't looking too bright for me. And I was just like, what in the world? And now I'm like, wow, Lord, like if I would have went based off of my feelings, I would have been robbed of experiencing you for who you are, the truth of who you are. Not my truth of who you are, but like the truth of who you are. Because yeah, like God is my healer, God is this, God is that. But that could be so fleeting when you're basing it on how you're feeling. If you don't feel healed, is he really a healer? If you don't feel like he's a provider, or you feel broke right now, is he really a provider? You have to know that independent of whether you're going through a hard season or not, he's still who he says he is. Right? So it's like bridging that gap of now looking back at the history that I have with the Father and knowing like, wow, like there's really nothing impossible for him. Like you almost feel untouchable to the enemy. And what that means is like there's like this focus that you have that is a consistent and constant eye contact with the Lord. That is like, Father, like I'm not looking to my left and I'm not looking to my right. I'm going to look up and I'm going to gaze at you because that's where I need to go. So I literally feel like I'm untouchable because I'm his daughter. Nothing can touch me. Nobody can touch me. Like if they try, okay, cool. I mean, they might form, the weapons might form, right? And they are going to form, right? Because we don't live in a perfect world, but they're not going to prosper, right? They're not going to come against me. Like there's nothing that can touch me. Nothing can touch me. And that's the attitude that I want to like bring to the table now and entering this new era, phase, journey in my life, because it's something that I want to instill in my daughter. Like literally still saying my daughter is just kind of wild to me coming out of my mouth still, but that's my reality. And so I'm super excited to just share that journey, share my findings just as a woman, period, right? Like still stand on who I've always been. But now it's just an evolved version of that. It's this super big transition of who I am now. And it's like, man, I don't even recognize myself. It is so wild. I woke up today, and today, about 9 years ago, was when my late husband passed away. My first husband passed away, right? And I'm remarried, child and everything now. And when I tell you, I sat there and I forgot what date it was. Like I didn't realize it was the date until I realized. And I was like, oh my God, today is January 8th. Like, wait. Oh my God, today is January 8th. I say that because the Lord redeems it all. It's not about me forgetting a person, right, that passed away. It's not me forgetting him. It's me understanding that, like, this day hurt so bad at one point that I would wake up and think it would never get out of my head, that it would always be engraved. And now here I am, years later, and I forgot that this was the day that happened. And so I say that because I want you to understand that the Lord redeems it all, that he goes back in time and he snatches that sadness, he snatches that despair, he snatches that loneliness out of your heart, out of your mind, as if it never happened. And I pray that for you watching this on the other side of the screen, I pray that you wake up one day with a joy as if those things that hurt you never happened. And not in a delusional denial kind of way, because that's not even healthy, but in a way that you understand and you know that the truth of God is that he is your father, that he is your friend, that he is a healer, that he is a deliverer, that he is the one that is going to go inside of your heart and do that heart surgery you need and get to that healing that you so desperately desire. It is him. It's in his presence. It's in his hands. It's who he is. It is who he is. And I sat down to do this video with no plan. And now I'm seeing, like, Lord, you had it in mind this whole time for me to do this video today. Here I am. Like, I was like, oh, I got to throw on some no makeup. This is just what it is. This is who I am, and I want to welcome you guys to this journey of being a first-time mom, motherhood, ministry, wife, girlhood, womanhood, and really just what does it look like to just live a life surrendered to the Lord. So if you're watching this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you subscribe and I hope that you are ready for the ride. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below and just let me know like what you guys would love to see, what you guys really are expecting and desiring, because I want to hear you guys out and see how I can really bring that to the table. So I love you guys so much with the love of the Lord, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.